worth checking out. And then the fact that that they are also fun and have those elements. Then oh, my favorite games. That's a good question. I right now, I guess my favorite game right now is Hearthstone. Probably. I haven't been playing it that much though, actually, because I like Blizzard got their hooks in me, and despite the fact that I most usually spend my time playing Hearthstone, when they released an expansion to World of Warcraft, I reactivated my subscription because I was like, okay, so I I was like into MMOs in a really big way when I was younger, and the only reason I like stopped playing them is because eventually it got to the point where like the magic was like I mean they're still magically awesome and everything, but like the like when I was younger they were like amazing and also like new and like something I'd never experienced before. So now that like I've experienced them fairly well, like there it got to the point that there were like some things that like I was like, well, I don't think I'll ever play another MMO until they like do this and this. And now I don't know, they've actually done those things with MMOs now. Like the thing that I didn't even know you could do this getting back into it, but right now in like World of Warcraft, I think it is that like I think it's the case that like as long as two characters are on the same faction, it doesn't matter what server they're on. They can actually like party and like play together. Which I don't know if that's literally universally the case, but I think that's what I'm experiencing in the game right now. Like, because I know I joined a guild that's like on a different server. Like, I don't know. That was one of those things that I've literally been waiting years for MMOs to do something as awesome as that because like the thing that got that one of the things that had been like turning me off to that genre was like I would play it and then I'd meet someone who plays it, but we were on different servers, so like it doesn't even matter that like it doesn't even matter that we're playing the same game because we were like basically just like segregated perfectly. I used to work in I don't know what a branch is, but I used to work in I don't work for a publisher, if that's what you're asking. Ubisoft, EA, and Activision are all publishers. I used to work at a development studio though, working on like AAA games and stuff like that. Right now I'm working independently, so right now I work in the middle of a dark field at night as clouds dramatically scroll past the moon. And by scroll past, I mean a word that doesn't imply a technological interaction. Like waft. No, that's what aromas do, right? Aromas waft. What do clouds do? They drift or float probably. Um, uh, yeah, I used to work at a big AAA studio, but I am not at any such organization at current. Oh yeah, I was talking about MMOs and oh yeah, well I kind of got on a tangent. So yeah, I like online games like that, and like if they're doing them right again, then that's like, or if they like, I don't know if they made advances like that, I don't know. I I fear that I might actually continue playing that game. Like I fear that when my subscription lapses, I'll accidentally reactivate it. But yeah, and in general, I like games like that. Although I yeah, for all the reasons I talked about, I don't tend to play them. Um, I like all right, so what are my other, oh, you know what I did once is I put together a list of like all my favorite games in the history of ever. Not literally, but I made a list of like I narrowed it down to like my 64, because at one time I actually really tried to figure out like what are my favorite games of all time. And oh, whoops, I didn't shade this tree. Oh, I didn't shade any of these trees. I somehow forgot these trees. Hold on, I'm gonna shade the green part real quick. Yeah, I could dig up that list probably. Because it's tough. Like at a certain point, like for a while it took me a little, or at first it took me like a little while to come up with 64 games. But then once I got 64 games, because I was gonna do like a double eliminate, or like I was gonna do like a tournament bracket sort of elimination thing, and I was gonna oh yeah, well it's the full moon here. It's like the middle of the night, and it's the full moon. So I'm standing out in the middle of a field. Uh, Basically, hold on, wait. I'll make the camera bigger for a second. Um, yeah, so it's just really dark out here, right? It's like you'd think it'd be a little bit brighter, with how big the moon is, but no stars out or anything. It's just really dark here. That's a true story. I'm not lying. Uh, um, what was I talking about a second ago? I feel like I was in the middle of a sentence, but I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was gonna do a tournament to figure out exactly what is my favorite game of all time, and I never actually figured it out. Cause like I would keep rerunning the tournament, and I'd keep coming up with different answers. So it is chilly. It is chilly where I am. And that actually is true. Because either I'm out in a field and it actually is chilly here, or I'm in my apartment in front of a green screen and it's still chilly because my apartment is unseasonably cold. Um, um, there are a lot of good games out there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, right. And so now I have to do the tree shading. Uh, yeah, there are a lot of good games out there. Uh, the yeah. Well, so for one thing, those are gonna be more trees. I just haven't done the crisscross tree shading texture yet. um, uh, Sorry, did I give it away? I didn't mean to break the illusion, but hold on. Sorry, I'm just gonna adjust my desk slightly. Don't mind me. My desk out in the middle of the field, of course, not my desk at home at my apartment, which is also unseasonably cold. Uh, I brought my desk in the middle of the field. All right. Yeah. So once hey, it's been time. Once I finish this, like all the layers, I think it will add a little more depth, and it'll be a little like it'll look a bit more like a forest and not just like a row of Christmas trees. Like right now, we're in like a weird limbo, and we came to the Christmas tree store in weird Limboville. But no, once we're done, the background will be more trees, and then so hopefully it'll actually look like a forest, and we'll see how it goes. I just gotta stretch a little bit. I'm like I'm standing. I don't have like a chair or anything, and thank you, Lemmy. And welcome, by the way. So uh wait, am I on the snow shade? Okay, good. Uh, yeah, I hadn't been exercising for a while. Oh my gosh, it got really bad, you guys. I like if I go like this, like you can see like how much I ate over the holidays, because like I can make myself have a double chin if I try. Which I like my goal is that I can't even make myself have a double chin if I try. That's like my goal in life. One of my goals. It's like one of my goals. And no, I just let myself slip so bad. I mean, it was kind of worth it, just considering how much delicious food I ate. But on the other hand, it was a bit much. And like yesterday was like the first day where I actually ate like a reasonable human being again, and I actually exercised a little bit too. So it's gonna happen, you guys. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna be healthy someday. That day is probably not anytime soon, but I'm on my way. But yeah, I exercised a lot yesterday, or not a lot. I exercised. Exercise. My Well, speaking of eating healthy, my roommate has a really good blender, and it's great. You can just like throw like anything in there, and it'll turn into like a really like smooth, like sippable, delicious, whatever. I was actually gonna make myself something to have on stream, but then I realized that it would get in my mustache constantly. Literally, the reason that that I don't have a delicious smoothie with me right now is that it would get in my mustache. But yeah, I no, it's really good. Like I could put a clown in it, and I could make a liquefied clown. Sorry, sorry, that's offensive. But hey, we got a new follower, Lemmy. Thank you. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you for following. uh, uh, so I guess what I'm trying to say is I might have eaten a clown for breakfast. I cannot confirm or deny whether I've eaten a clown for breakfast. Um, so near ground. Oh, okay, no, that's all that stuff. Mid ground tree snow. Oh, I just drew this shading right on top of the snow. But yeah, no, I just put that shading in just to check the tones to see if that was right. So yeah, now I'm gonna do a really quick job of what I was doing before with the banding on the trees. So yeah, so snow. Let's pick dropper tool, pick this color, and yeah, and like we did before, we're on the right layer. Yeah. All right. So basically like a quick version of what we were doing before. Yep. I don't know if you guys can hear stuff like clomping around upstairs, but apparently one of my roommates is home. My upstairs roommate. Sorry if those clomping noises do get picked up on the microphone. Oh, this line. Wait, what time is it? It's like 3 o'clock. Huh. I guess my roommate like got fired or something. They're not usually home at this time. Sucks for them. Uh, okay, so this background, yeah, hopefully it'll be a little more clear once we're done with it. These are going to be trees. They're not going to be as detailed. They're going to look roughly like this, but these are going to be more trees like this, right? So yeah, the idea is it's going to be like a snowing forest, and then there's going to be the snow coming down too. So it's going to be like it's not going to be a static image. It's going to be the things are going to move relative to each other. So it'll be kind of like the mountains. You know how that like there's the foreground and there's the background, and they're like different things moving at different rates to make it look more. That make it look like it has more depth. Excuse me. Oh, thought there was a sneeze at first. Nope, just a really big yawn. Sorry. I guess if I'm gonna do something uncontrollably on stream all the time. Oh no, wait. Is yawning contagious through the stream? Like if I yawn on stream, do you guys feel compelled to yawn? Ooh, whoa, what did I just do? Oh, ground snow. Okay. Tree snow. That's what I want. Yeah. Because I yawn a lot on stream, and it just occurred to me, like, wait, is that gonna be? Because you know that thing, like you see someone yawn, and then all of a sudden you have to yawn too. Um, if that is the case, I apologize. Oh man, you remind me of Alia was here earlier. Alia is one of our is an occasional viewer who really enjoys clowns, and I guess or no, excuse me, not clowns, hobos, and it just reminded me of Alia when you mentioned that, because if it was a hobo clown, I'm sure you could get Alia support for it. Alia, all right. Sorry about the yawning, but I'll pencil in clown hobos for version 2, which is my way of saying no, but in a polite way, in a way that doesn't ruin hope. Maybe I'll do it. I mean, I won't, but oh hey, I'll take this as an opportunity to plug Signal Jam. I don't know when the next Signal Jam is happening, but sometimes I have collaborative on. Actually, it's probably gonna get annoying if I try and plug Signal Jam like constantly. It's really, I don't know. I like it, and I don't know how else to let people know about it, how else to get the word out, except by just like constantly like talking about it. But Signal Jam, some of you might know, is a collaborative on-stream jam that we do from time to time. We just did it a couple weeks ago, and I don't know when the next one's going to be, but I want to do it like, I don't know, I'm thinking like, maybe not literally like once a month, but like, you know, somewhere around there. I mean, we've done 4 of them in the past 4 months, so we're kind of on track, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it like super constantly, but it's something that I want to continue doing, and the cool thing about it is that it's an opportunity for everyone to. It's a really great time. Oh, we made a game with a clown recently. At the very last Signal Jam, we made a game with a clown in it. Tidor. Hold on, sorry. I keep getting distracted with my site, and part of that is because if I work on the same thing for too long, I tend to get a little bit distracted. But it's just how I work, so I hope it's not too annoying. But there's a clown in this game. There's such a clown in this game. Where's the clown? He hides sometimes. Wow, we've seen like all the characters except for the clown. There's a clown. Look, I found a clown. There's a clown. Big orange hair, colorful stuff. I give him a stick, and he gives us a golden mustache, of course, because that's what clowns do. And then I give the golden mustache to, I don't know. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get more sticks. I'm gonna pick up more sticks on the ground. I need, oh, well, you want the golden mustache, so fine, I'll get the ruby, whatever. Baby wizard, what do you give me? What do you give me? A baguette? Oh, well, the deer wants the baguette, so... Sorry, spoilers, by the way. Wait, no, you're not helpful. Oh, well, actually, no, I guess while you're here, I might as well get an eyeball from you. Thank you for the eyeball. Hey, there you are again. Give me another eyeball. Thank you. Oh, well... I was gonna... What does the deer give me? Did I already check what the deer gives me? Oh, the deer gives me the wand. Alright. Well, what does the yellow man give me? Oh, the yellow man gives me the ring. Interesting. Oh, interesting. The yellow man and the Viking, the yellow guy's a Viking. The Viking and the, that's funny, the Viking and the clown have a special relationship. And the deer and the wizard baby have a special relationship. I never actually really knew that part of the game. Or I never really thought about that part of the game. Like I did not put that in intentionally. That was just an interesting side effect of how the game turned out. Alright, so tree texture. I might be getting too detailed here. Hold on, let me check. I might want to, well, I don't know what I'll do to fix it, but I might want to, ooh, ghost trees. That, I don't know. I don't know. Before the 19th, we probably won't do a Signal Gem quite so soon. But, I don't know. Yeah, it'll probably be in the near future. The not too distant future. Why, what happens on the 19th? Is that... I'm going to bring down the script, because it's getting to the point where I kind of have to start testing this art, just to see how it looks, how I feel about it. So, I'm gonna cancel the script just for a moment. Apologize. We're not in the middle of the event now, are we? No. Right. Good. So, pardon for just a moment. I'm going to cheat to the snow. So we're going to start up in snow. Whoops, snow. I can spell. Don't worry. And, oh yeah, so I should start exporting these images. Because, file, save as, or actually no, first let's just save what we've done. I should be saving constantly because there are crashes in paint.net, and if I lost like a significant chunk of this work, I'd probably just die or something. Alright, so copy all of 4 foreground snow, open, oh yeah, we can just open like basically all of these, right? Yeah. Alright, so the, yeah, what are all these layers? So that's that one, that's that one. Okay, so this is 4 foregrounds. Really? Yeah. Okay. So paste this here. And we did put our snowflakes in, they're just very small and hard to see. Save that. Yes. And then, alright, let's copy our near foreground snow, or smaller of the snowflakes, and let's go to, where is it? Here it is. Paste this, and again we pasted them in. They're just hard to see. Save that. Okay. And then, yeah. Alright, so let's, so in order to check this out, let's, I mean, it's going to be very temp art. It's not going to be finished by any stretch, but, I mean, it's going to look like it does now. But, this is just, I just want to get a sense of, like, how these things are going to look together. So, um, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, sure. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Uh, I don't know. Maybe. That might be a good time for a jam. I can't promise it, because I was supposed to, after the last jam, I was supposed to start working on Ima, but I haven't even started working on Ima. So maybe if I can get started on Ima before then, I'll feel good enough to host another jam before then. But yeah, whenever the next jam is coming up, if you follow me on Twitter, at srsly_bz, that's where I post about that. And if you follow the stream, you'll probably hear about it too, because I tend to talk about it on stream before it happens. So, uh, yeah, alright, so I'm exporting stuff. So, near foreground snow, we can hide these for a minute. Uh, we, uh, we don't need the snow contrast layer anymore. We don't really need layer 17 anymore either, because we have the real deal now. So all these near ground layers, I should probably just smoosh them together, right? I think. Yeah, for now. So smoosh, 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 smoosh. Yes. Select all, copy. And what am I looking for now? I'm looking for the near ground layer, which is none of these. It is this one. Yes. Paste. Save that. Okay. Before I forget, let's go back to this image and unsmoosh our layers. Alright. And then the mid ground. Right, okay, so this is just 2 layers so far. Or no, some of these lower layers are also part of the mid-ground. So hold on, let's hide these for a second. Alright, yeah, because, yeah, so mid-ground tree snow, mid-ground green tree. Okay, so this is also, this is mid-ground ground. And then, yeah, the layers 18 are collectively the background layer. So this is BG ground, and this is BG clouds. Alright, so for starters, let's smoosh these together. Select all, copy. This is our new background layer. Excuse me, save that. Okay. Unsmoosh those. Unsmoosh. And now let's smoosh our mid-ground layers and also show them. Smoosh, smoosh. Select all, copy, and then, yeah, I just want to see what this texture looks like. So I'm not going to do it for the entire thing, because I just want to see it on a small sample. And then, oh, that was the other thing I was going to do. Well, anyways, save that. Okay. And then, oh yeah, unsmoosh, 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 unsmoosh. Okay. Oh yeah, and the other thing I was gonna, just, I don't know, it's gonna irk me until I do it. Deselect, dropper tool, this, spill paint, sampling on the layer, here, boost up the tolerance, not quite that high. Yes, okay, good. Alright, save that. Alright, so now if I rerun the script, I think this should be like our first peek at what the snowy area will look like ultimately. Hopefully it'll work. I might have forgotten to export an image or something, and so it might turn out weird, but why is nothing happening? Why is literally nothing? Oh, there you go. That was the longest it's ever taken for... Okay, so... yeah, a few things. A few things here. Oh yeah, I forgot about the names. The names are very lightly colored, so I might have to bump up that contrast there. Excuse me. Sorry. There are tricks I can do to make that more readable. But yeah, this is a bit of like what our snowy background might look like. So yeah, I think uh I don't know. I think the thing that I was started to do in the background with the with like the middle ground with like the tree detail, I think it I think it's I don't think it like ruins anything. Actually, it might be okay. It might be okay. I was gonna say because at the worst, I think it's like just meh, right? Like it, because I don't think it's like the section that is happening is like right here, which is hard to see. It's like it's like in this region here, and like I mean this region I think actually does look slightly better rendered than like the rest of it. So I think it does add to the depth of the forest. Oh yeah, so another thing that you'll probably notice is that the snow starts too high because that's the other little piece that I have to put in. I have to put in a new value to specify where the snow is actually supposed to start. So yeah, I think though once we oh let me thank you. Sorry. I was like clown on the green wall. Wait, is that me? Is that oh no, it's okay. Anyways. Uh yeah, right. So I'm gonna bring down the top of the snow. I think I need to because it looks weird. It probably looks weird coming out of nowhere. But instead, I'm just gonna make it come out of the clouds, and that should be better. And then yeah. So what do I need to change? I mean, it definitely looks a bit flat now. So regardless of how I do it, I do need to add some more depth. So I think the background layer is going to get a lot darker, and I think, as I mentioned before, I think I'm going to add new tone into the background layer. So instead of having like the cloud as like two tone and having that the sky mostly like flat, I think it's gonna get darkened a step, and then the tree line in the background or the mountains, depending on what you think of them as, I think that's gonna get a lot darker. And then I guess the middle ground is probably gonna get a little bit darker. That might be too dark. Well, okay, so the other thing that's missing is that we're missing a lot of lightness in the foreground. Because for, for one thing, we still have these stupid cave rocks here, which are not supposed to be there. Uh, Santa? No. um, yeah, we have these stupid cave rocks that aren't supposed to be here, and like we don't have any of the snow mounds that are supposed to be there. So, all right, I won't freak out yet. In fact, yeah, if anything, I should probably do those things first, because that'll probably give me a lot better cues as to like what I need to do with the rest of the stuff. Probably. Uh. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, what do I want to do with the clouds? I mean, apart from adjusting the snow line. I guess. Yeah, I'll come back to that because what I really need to do is I need to bring in the foreground because that will add that will help the scene feel more 3D because it'll be a lot brighter and it'll make it a lot. So once like right now the whole scene is like a very relatively even tone because like the only bright parts are the trees and those are contrasted by the darker parts of the trees, and so the dark and the light kind of balance out to a more even tone, and so the whole thing is just very gray and speckled right now. But I think when I put in the snow on the ground, that will improve it a touch. All right, so what's the name of the game with the clown? That is a good question. Excuse me. Sorry. I just call it Tidor, because we voted on what type of games to make, and we voted on a 2D open world RPG. It was that was like the the idea we had going in as to what sort of game we wanted to make, and so that was how, like, TDOR, 2D open world RPG. And then someone said they were going to make a title screen for the game, but then they never really delivered on that. So uh, I don't know. I don't know if the project has like an official name per se. Uh, oh yeah, you know what I should do for the name tags is I should do something similar to the the action tags. The action tags have oh, speaking of the action tags, I should touch those up, but I won't do it immediately. The action tags have like they have like a border around them. I don't think I'm gonna do the same thing for the name text, but I will add like something so that it's a little less ooh, oh. Actually, how am I gonna do that? Maybe I'll just beef them up a little bit. Maybe I'll just make the like, cause the text, that text has like a dark border around it hypothetically, but it just I just think it just doesn't show up dark enough on this background to have enough contrast. Which I guess I should have seen that coming, but yeah, just not very legible right now, and we can fix that a number of ways, but I'm not going to fix it yet. First, I'm going to first I'm going. Oh wow. If I leave the script running, we're gonna see a terrifying transition in the near future. But uh, um, I think I might just leave the script running for now. So if the game gets horrifying, I apologize in advance. It's because the transitions out of the out of the snowy area and into the snowy area are still very temp. So I'll have to come back to that at some point. But all right, so yeah, as we were doing here, actually I can close these the snow layers because those are actually fine. I don't think they're actually going to change ever, or at least not for a while. So yeah, right. So all right, I'm gonna put the background or the midground texture on hold for a second while I look at the foreground. And oops, we don't need that necessarily. Not that it'd be bad. All right, we can show it. So yeah, I want to go in and do the near foreground snow. No, with snow. The near ground snow mounds. Yes. And I guess I could put the path in too while I'm doing this. No, I guess I'd kind of want that to be on separate layers actually. Yeah. So let's do the path first. Whoops, I merged layers. I did not add a new layer. New layer. There we go. So near ground path. So for this, we'll want actually, yeah, let's hide the snow for now. We'll want this color, sampling from image, this color, and we'll want to do it pretty much all the way across the scene. So let's get a slightly bigger brush. Yeah, basically, wait, what? Oh, oops, this is supposed to be above, yeah. Alright, so yeah, this is our snow path, and it's gonna be like, basically like, all the way across, pretty much. Yeah, so let's spill down to fill the rest of the layer, sampling from the layer as such. It's probably good. And then yeah, so then for the snow mounds, we can get rid of this. And we can just do the snow mounds on this layer. I just wanted to make it so that the snow mounds didn't necessarily cover up the path. I might want some of them too, but for starters, it'll be... Hey, event time! Actually, yeah, I might eventually change the order of these two layers, but for starters, I wanted to draw the leave the path on top so that I would know roughly how far to draw that stuff. Yeah, that should be fun. I could draw in the footsteps now if I wanted to. Why not? Should be quick enough. And yeah, so the other thing I noticed when we were looking at the big image is that the footsteps really don't show up very well. So I really should not spend any time on these. Uh, just just enough to give the subtle impression of trod snow. Whoops, what layer am I on? No, that's the correct layer. Oh, I wasn't sampling. Picker tool, sample from image. There we go. Or what color? This color maybe? Yeah, probably that color. Oops, no, I don't mean to change that. Brush. There we go. Doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. So yeah, it doesn't have to be. This doesn't have to be special. I just want it to be that, like, if you look closely, you can tell that it was. It's like a bunch of footsteps in the snow. Yep. Excuse me. So, yeah, this shouldn't take that long, actually. I guess, you know what's funny is I might have to come back and change the footsteps at some point. Yes, in a multi-event, you can choose as many or as few options as you want. In some situations, it could be advantageous to choose more. In other situations, it could be advantageous to choose fewer, or like only choose very precisely, because the way the scoring system works in a multi-event is that like, let's say so like if you get a nice or a perfect, then it's worth 3 or 4 points respectively. In a multi-event, the score that you get is actually the average of all of the outcomes that you opted into. So, for example, if you get a perfect and a nice, then it averages out to. I think in that case it actually does average out to 4. I think it does. I don't think it docks you on that case, but like if you get a perfect and then like a non-nice, like, you know, just like the lowest points value, the outcome that's only worth 2 points, then that will average out to 3. So so like it's in some ways you can like hedge your bets. Like, you know, if you're trying to like min max your score, for example, you can like hedge your bets a little bit. But the other thing is if you're certain about like what outcome you're going to get, like if you know you can get perfects, then sometimes it's advantageous to only choose one instead. There's yes. Yes, I've been told that this character art looks like a Girl Scout. I wasn't necessarily trying to make it look like that when I drew it, but some people have told me that is how it turned out. um, it's supposed to be like a cap, like a little purple cap. But I don't know. Maybe, I guess like it's a little hard to tell. It's a little indistinct, and that's fine. It's open to interpretation. All art is subjective, so. Oh yeah, I was thinking at some point I might need to come in and redo the footsteps because excuse me, you can get like animal companions in this game, and if and when you do, it I don't know, I might need to add in extra footsteps to indicate like where the animal companions have tread, because if they don't tread I think some of them like are supposed to walk next to you, so I might have to come back and like add extra footsteps next to you, otherwise it will look like your animal companion doesn't have footsteps. But again, that's like kind of not an important detail, like kind kind of a subtle sort of thing. So it's definitely not something I have to do yet. Uh, um, or possibly at all, because like, frankly, like I don't know. There's gonna be like snow mounds covering up a bunch of this too, so to a great extent, I might not have to like worry about very much of that. But I don't know. That was just one of those random thoughts that like went through my head. Oh, I didn't do any of the seams either, which is funny because when I was looking at it earlier, it didn't stand out to me that none of the seams were done. Because the seam in the foreground is well, for one thing, everything's covered in this snow, which is yeah, for one thing. And then for another thing, the foreground layer doesn't have a seam. It's just magically perfect already. Not really, but like, there's no tree on the seam. I think the seam for the foreground layer is somewhere around like here. Anyways, yeah. So, what? Yeah. All right. More footsteps. Almost done. Almost done with footsteps, and then snow mounds, and then I mean, like if I decide not to do the texture on the background trees, then we're kind of done with that too, a little bit. So then so then I should do the snow height thing. To make it so that the snow isn't falling from nowhere, so that it'll fall from like an actual like place, the clouds, for example. Oh yeah. Oh, so how am I gonna do that for the transition? It might. So yeah, for the sake of the transition, it might be that sometimes the snow does just kind of come out of nowhere. I might just have to accept that as like a possibility. Hey. Oh, like why? Yeah. So why do people show up in a certain order? There's actually a system that handles that. So like there's a queue system, because sometimes it's more important or less important to show a particular character. So for example, if someone levels up, then they get first spot. Like if someone levels up, they get put first in queue. So they're going to be the next person to walk across the screen. If no one's leveled up recently, then it goes by whoever participated in an event most recently. So that's because if people have participated in an event, then we need to show how much score they gained. Or we don't need to, but we do, to be polite. And so those people are next in queue. And then after that are people who just joined the game recently. People who just joined they show up sooner. Well, they don't cut in line between people. They don't cut in front of people who leveled up, or in front of people who participated in an event. But they show up next. And then if all of those queues are empty, like once all those people get to walk across the screen, then it just picks randomly from people who aren't on screen. Or it's not strictly randomly. It goes in an ordered list. So like everyone gets a chance to walk across the screen, and then it starts over. And at that point the order is like fairly arbitrary. I think it might just be random, or it might be alphabetical or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. So, all right. See you in a minute. Or in 20 minutes, Dave Slash. It tells who joined when people join. So like it's happening constantly. Like, because people can leave or join at any time. So it just does it. It just does it whenever it happens. Yeah. So what was I gonna say? All right. Yeah. Let's I Sorry, I just have to step away for a brief moment. But wonderful news. I implemented away mode. So when I activate away mode, side quest will take over, and there will be more events in my leave than there typically are. So yeah, keep your so yeah, I'm not gonna be gone very long. I'm literally just gonna be gone for like a couple minutes, I swear. I'm not literally refilling my water bottle, but I'm gonna put an image on the screen that says I'm refilling my water bottle because it's the only AFK message that I have right now. But I'm gonna activate away mode, and then I'll be back super soon. Sorry for the brief delay. And then we'll finish up this note right when I get back. Sorry, you're right back. Hey, sorry for the delay. Um, I'm back. Sorry, I try not to take breaks during the stream, but I, you know, life, right? Am I right? Life. um, so yeah, all right. The that tree pattern that there's like the way we were doing the trees, rendering the trees. Honestly, it was like I was like I don't know. You guys can probably tell I was like kind of struggling with that part because it's like I just want to be done with this. I just want the trees to be done. And then if I'm not doing the tree pattern in the background, then I don't know. I guess it kind of snuck up on me how like we actually are kind of close to done because like the snow mounds are basically just like rocks, and I'm actually pretty good at drawing rocks because one time I spent an entire week drawing the cave. That was sad. But yeah, for these snow mountains, like this is basically just wait, what are we doing here? Oh, that was yeah, right. Okay, well let's start. Actually, let's just start over with the snow mountains. We can just start from scratch here. Um, did I finish the path? I forget. Yes, good. Yeah. So for the snow mountains, it's basically just gonna be like, yeah, sampling from the image. Uh, Basically, all right. Let's go brush size 10, I guess. Just like, yeah, it's basically just gonna be like big piles of snow alongside the path. And so this is why we're basically not going to see the bases of the trees. Like if some of the bases of the trees are visible, then we'll want to resolve them. But they're probably just not going to be visible very often, basically. So, I mean, I guess yeah. No, I mean, I don't have to have like tons of snow mountains. Like we can have like well, actually, I guess it's going to be a bit indistinct too because that's like the theme of this environment is just like very very like unclear as to what's going on basically. um yeah, the other thing is that like the shading tone is also the tone of the ground, so um it's like when we have these like snow mountains. Wait, why am I, oh oops, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. How long have I been drawing on the wrong layer for? Just now. Okay, good. uh yeah, so like the so like when we go in and add the tone here, it's gonna be like the same shading tone that we're using for the ground. So yeah, it's gonna be subtle because it's basically like the reason we were using that shading tone too is because it's basically like it's a snow covered, the ground is snow covered, and it's snow covered, and this is like the excuse me, and this is like the shaded tone of the snow coveredness. Uh, so yeah. Anyways, sorry, I'm trying not to say that word. So as we would draw these like snow mountains, basically, yeah, it's basically just like this. So shall we then? I'll just uh, I'll draw like this. Oh, and then yeah, and then so the last thing that we do is we draw snow mountains on the other side, in the foreground, and then we can start. Then we can look at the tech, because I don't know if excuse me. Sorry, I'm just gonna mute the microphone for 1 second. I'm not going anywhere, but I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Uh, so oh wait, was I not paying it? Sorry, did I miss questions? Okay, wait. Okay. All right. Sorry. I had not been completely paying attention to chat, but excuse me. All right. Here we go. All right. Doop doop. Snow mounds, snow mounds. Yeah, yeah. I'm like getting lazy at this point. I'm just like, like I should be able to bust these snow mounds like super fast. And like the only reason that I don't have them finished and drawn 100% already is laziness, frankly. Uh, man, I've had a lot of art days. Well, no, that's not true, because I was gonna say I've had a lot of art days in a row, but Friday wasn't really an art day. There was a little bit of art going on, but like relatively speaking, not that much. So, uh, where's color dropper, brush tool? All right, here we go. So here, wait, I don't know what I'm doing there. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Whatever, it's fine. All right, so yeah, just a little bit, whatever. And then yeah, right. So I was saying that I want to add snow mountains in the foreground too, and that's just that is also for our parallaxing. The top layer of parallaxing, as you might have noticed, well actually, well yeah, no, right now it's just cave rocks in the scene down there, but yeah, the last thing we want to do is to put snow mounds there. So like where there are currently there's like random bluish gray rocks going on. There'll just be more snow mounds there too. And this part, as you might notice, is fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Oops, wait, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, I don't know, whatever. That's fine. That's better. Alright. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm really ready to. Oh man, I just have a really low fortitude, I guess. I have a really short attention span. I think is part of it, and so like, I'm not literally like bored of what I'm doing, but like, hey Jonas, how's it going? I just like, I don't know, that feeling. Do you know that feeling when like, it's like, okay, next thing, okay, the next thing. I don't. It that might not be completely relatable to everyone because not everyone might feel that way, but like I definitely get that way. Where I'm like, all right, what do I need to do now? Okay, what do I need to do now? I'm just like ready for the snow to be finished. It just feels like I don't know. Actually, I guess part of this is because, as I've been saying, I'm not like an experienced artist or anything. So like it feels like my hands are just moving really slow. It feels like I should have been able to move on to the next thing by now. But no, we're almost there, so can't complain. Or at least I shouldn't. I can't rightly complain. This is really samey. It's just like moguls, just like lumpy, all the same height. Hold on, I gotta do some correction here. Make it so that they're not like all literally the same thing again and again and again. That's a little bit better. That's fine. This one can probably be a little bit more like that. Yeah, there we go. Right, because yeah, snow isn't that moundy. Like snow has like some like flatter areas too. So that's fine. And hey, look, it's a tree. We can actually see that tree. Which means I should probably, for example, as I was saying, when I can see a tree, I should probably resolve the tree in an appropriate manner. So, hey, it's event time. Oh yeah, and specifically, I should do it in a shaded manner too. Yeah, so that's probably fine. Alright, so I think that's looking okay enough for now. Anyways, I might feel like I want to come back and retouch that again. Oops, wrong layer. And tool and everything. Alright, eraser tool, yeah, there we go. Excuse me. Pardon. Alright, so yeah, that's all good. And then yeah, so the foreground layer we don't tend to do nearly as much with it. So this will be foreground snow, it doesn't matter. And excuse me. Alright, I think yeah, continuing with the theme of like indistinctness, I think I'm not actually going to even differentiate the tones between these layers. So like sometimes you're just walking through snow. Sometimes you're just like up to your waist in snow, I think is what it's going to be like, basically. Like, I don't know, at least that'll be the impression that it gives. And well, I'll see how that looks. Because I think that could be funny. Hold on, yeah, let's show the adventures again. Yeah, sometimes you'll just be like, there'll just be like a lot of snow around you. That's what happens. And there can be like stretches where it's like snowier, kind of. Oh yeah, and because it's very indistinct, like it's just gonna look like it's a big snowy patch. So that's actually kind of cool. I like that. a little bit. Uh, oh yeah, and you know what? I mean, I probably shouldn't have been so. I probably should add some areas in the background where it's not quite as like mounded, where it's actually just like a little flatter. I feel like probably. So let's do that too. Let's just have some areas where it's just like flatter snow, like because that constant mounding was I think I don't know why I did that actually. So here's a stretch where it's like flatter, and then oh yeah, but when it's flatter, I guess we should. It wouldn't doesn't make as much sense for the trees to be covered, so we should do that too. And actually, yeah. So the areas around the trees should also be a little bit shaded. So I'll like go that way with it, I suppose. And then actually, I guess that could be like a small snow mound. I guess is what that could be. I guess I don't know. And then yeah. So then there can be areas where it's a little more hilly, but then they shouldn't be like that all the way. So should also like level out some places. And again, in those places we can probably see a little more of the trees. Alright, so that's probably a little bit better. Yeah, that's probably fine. Alright, and then, right, so then the foreground, um, I I remember that feeling. That was a difficult feeling. I've never fallen asleep at work, which I think was probably a good thing. But then again, I like my job. I never liked school. Like school, it was hard to stay awake because like school. But then I guess that's one of the good things about getting a job that you like, is that it's a lot easier to not fall asleep during. And yet for some reason I still yawn a lot. I don't know what that's about. But it's not like a tired yawn. I never feel tired. I just I honestly don't know what that's about. Like I said, I should probably see a doctor. It's probably like brainitis or something. I don't even know what that means. Alright, so then yeah, so then like with the transition pieces. Right. Okay, so something that I realized the other day when I started working on these foreground layers is that I really shouldn't put them close to the edges. So I am going to keep all the things that I just drew, but I'm going to move it much further in. Like not until, what was it, like the 200th pixel or something is I think where I usually go. Oh, that's, oh wow, okay, so that's, I don't have to go that far. Maybe it's just more like this, and then, actually, yeah, I'm gonna, actually I'll bring it in slightly further, no, this is probably fine. Alright, let's put it flush against the bottom again. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Just because of the transitions, it's easier to keep the snow, or any of the, like for any of these environments, it's easier to keep the, or just, I like the effect better when we keep this layer a little further from the edges. And then, okay, yeah, so then the other thing though is that we can add some snow mounts to it, so let's, we can add some of those, like, I don't know, moguls, I don't know what they are. Oh, and we could even do some, like, shrubbery in the foreground, or, like, some vegetation in the foreground, too. I think that would not be uncalled for. I mean, we don't have to. Maybe just a small one. Maybe just, like, a couple small ones. A couple of just those tiny trees. How would that look, I wonder? So, like, if we did, like, a tree in the foreground, like, how would that go? Like, there wouldn't be many, and I don't know. Wait, how's this? I forget how this is supposed to work. It's like that. Oh, I should use a slightly different tone too. as I tend to. But yeah, there could be like a tree in the foreground or something like that. That could work. Well enough, anyways. And then actually, let's hide this layer for starters. Actually, I didn't have to, not the whole thing. Just oops. Just the trees. Yeah, it's all right. And then yeah. So I don't know, just a couple. Oh yeah, right. And then the shading. Right. Oh yeah, I haven't done the shading. So okay, I can do this, but I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm gonna add in a few trees later, once I do the snowmounds, because they'll draw in front of the snowmounds, I think. Yeah. All right, so let's finish the snowmounds first. And these ones are just gonna be like more independent, like isolated sort of things. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. All right, and then yeah, not much more. So we can do like this and like this. Oh yeah, but we don't want to go too close to the other edge either. So like, where's 300? So we probably don't want to go. Like this will be the furthest. This will be like the last of the whatevers. Huh. Oh wait, what's Oh, Jonas, I feel for you. I at the end of my degree program, or not the end of it, but like the mid range where I was still taking, like, not introductory courses, but like I was still taking courses that, like, cause you know how you, like, when you take a curriculum, like you have like your core classes, but then you have classes that are like related to what you're doing, but not like part of your core curriculum. Well, like, I just distinctly remember there were like classes where, like, at a certain point, like, I got the hang of things, and like, but like the class would still only move at like a certain pace. Fortunately, my teachers were cool because like when I finished, like if we were working on something that didn't, like, if it wasn't like a lecture, if it was just like if it was like a situation where we were like kind of like a lab sort of situation, I I would just leave when I was done. Like, even during scheduled hours, I would just like leave. But fortunately, I had some professors who were cool about that. Like, I left because they were cool. I didn't just like storm out or anything. I was like, I noticed that we're still working on that thing that I finished like half an hour ago. Would it be cool if I just took off? Yeah. Oops. Oh, oops, I was sampling image. Oops. Right. I just wanted to, oh yeah, like I have little holes in some of these snow lumps that I was drawing. Oh wow, and that one's like all weird and misshapen. So that's, glad that I checked that. Let's clean some of those things up. So go to, what was it? Foreground snow. Yeah, just round these off a little bit. Oh, and fill that one in a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. And then, oh, that's a little shaky. I think I'd rather this be a little bit smoother. Oops, that's not better. And then smoother. I think I was trying to make it smoother. I still haven't succeeded at that, but that was my goal once upon a time. No, that's not better. Alright. What's it? I don't know what that means. Oh wait, hold on. I have a translator. Does that mean who is Ben? I might be Ben. My name is Ben sometimes. Most of the time, in fact. All of my life is actually, now that I think about it. uh, oh yeah, what are we talking about? Cool. Hey, event time. Alright. uh, so, alright. So, those details don't matter. Alright, so let's do those trees that I mentioned that I want to do. So, new layer for the trees. So, if foreground tree green, and let's hide this layer for a second. So we can drop our tool, tree color, and paint in a tree. What just happened? Oh, drop our tool. Layer, image, layer, image, layer, image, layer, image, etc., etc. Anyways, sorry, I'm trying not to say that word, and yet apparently it's not working because I keep saying it. We'll do one there, and then one here, and oh, I didn't want to go any closer to the edge, so then one. Wait, hold on, I don't want this to be too even. So it annoys me when things are like too regular, if they're not supposed to be like regular things. Alright, so that should be good. Alright, so I mean, I made them green, but they're actually supposed to be predominantly white. So that probably actually would have been smarter. Whatever. Oh yeah, wait, I'm supposed to draw down that layer there. Right, that was the thing. So, foreground, tree, snow. Yes. So, alright, I'm pretty good at this point, so shouldn't take me too long to, I should use a smaller tool though. Like size 8. And then, yeah, just, yeah, that's fine. And then, oh yeah, I was gonna change the tone, but I can do that in a second. So once again, doop-a-doop. Alright, I'm sorry, Days Flash. I didn't mean to alarm you. I'll try and enunciate better. Event time. Event time. Hey, event time. Hey, bedtime. Pack it up. Time to go. Well, actually, I guess if you guys are over in Europe, then it is pretty close to bedtime, huh? Over where I am, it's still early in the day, but I'm living in the past. You guys are the future. You guys are a whole, what, like 6 or 7 hours, 5 to 7 hours ahead of me. What's it like? What'll it be like this evening? I guess I'll find out eventually, but you guys have the inside track on that one. Alright, so that's probably pretty close to satisfactory. Maybe. Yeah. Good enough. Oh yeah, I was gonna change. Oh yeah, so I was gonna. Okay. I mean, I'm not done yet because I need to I'm not gonna do a separate layer for the snow shading because it turned out fine. I never ended up needing it to be on a separate layer, so I'm just gonna do it like right onto this layer. And I do have to go back and do, actually, let's put this back up for a second. I do have to go, oh wow, that one's kind of crugly towards the top. It's a little hard to tell with the, because the background is all very similar tones, so, yeah, and then the last thing I have to do is, not the last, but actually one of the last things I have to do now is put in the darker green color, and then I need to color shift some stuff. Whoops. I need to color shift the front layer so that it's just a little bit brighter. It's not gonna be much brighter, but I don't know. I tend to do that, so I figure I might as well continue the tradition of making things in the foreground slightly brighter than things in the background. I don't think I'll do that for the snow. No, I'm probably not going to do that for the snow. Oh. I am in Massachusetts, or I'm in I'm like near Boston, in the United States. I lived in Massachusetts for the past, like 6.5 years, almost 7 years. And apparently that's long enough that I still say that I'm in Massachusetts. I'm actually in New Hampshire right now. But it just came so instinctively. I'm always in Massachusetts in my heart. Oh yeah, Jonah says SB, I'm pretty sure. Because it's like 4 o'clock, 4 in the afternoon where I am. Which is in a 24-hour time, that'd be what, 1600 hours. Oh yeah, color shifting the green tree, whatever. Hue and saturation. No, don't shift the hue, actually. Keep that at 0. Oh yeah, so bump up the, I think I typically bump up the lightness. Oh, and I guess I can't really bump up the saturation, can I? Yeah, because, oh wow, I can, and it goes crazy. But it was already pretty fully saturated. Oh, and it just makes it look blue. So maybe I should hue shift it slightly, just to cheat it down a little bit. That might look okay. Is it weird that I'm cheating? No, probably not. Oh yeah, because then in the background it can go blue shifted, because it went green shifted in the foreground, and that kind of work, because even more so than it does currently, the background is supposed to have blue tones, or just the snow in general is supposed to have blue tones. Oh yeah, that's that's cool. I went to Quebec once when I was very, very a small person. Well, not that small. I was a young person. Yeah, I haven't been to. Oh, I don't. My passport isn't current right now. I need a new passport. Oh, where the heck is my passport? Not that that's important right now, but I was just reminded because that'd be important if I ever did want to go back and visit Quebec again. What? Yeah, I should. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention, but I guess we went through the horrible transition from the forest to the. Oh, whoa. Oh no, we've went through a few horrible transitions, or a few transitions since the horrible one. But yeah. Oh, I'm gonna bring down the script because I'm gonna bring it back up in just a second. To try out the foreground, just to make sure that I haven't done anything horribly, offensively horrible. So save all this. Smoosh these layers, smoosh the foreground layers, select all, copy, and paste, and save this. Yes. Alright, so now when I rerun the script, it'll have the updated version of that. Maybe, oh, no, I was gonna say maybe before I rerun the script, I'll I'll add in that thing about adjusting the height of the where the snow starts from, but it's gonna take me a little bit of effort to accomplish that. I think I won't be able to bust it out super quick. The first thing I can do though is I can add in a new data point here. So I'll have to shift to the other ones. So I'll shift the other ones first before I mess everything up. The two data points I have in here, or the data points I have in here so far. Whoops, stop screen. The data points I have in here so far are the environment type, in this case environment type 2, and then the vertical scrolling speeds of layers 0, like the foreground, the near ground, the near foreground, and if we had other layers there would be more data points there. But I won't save it yet, but I want to add in like oh yeah, what do I want to add in as this data point? Oh yeah, I should figure out what is the like the highest point in which I can highest? Yeah, sure. So the highest point in this image that is not transparent. That's never transparent. Like, what is the lowest point of transparency? I need to find the opposite point of that. So, yeah, let's, well, here, I'll use this, down here, so it'll give us a little more contrast, and then, deselect. Whoops, no, wrong tool. So basically, like, how high can I go before I hit pink? Is that legit? Did I hit pink anywhere? That's pretty close. I can go 1 pixel higher, I think. Yeah, I can go 1 pixel higher than this. So this is, so I can go 137. Just using these current contours. And if I want to go higher than that, I could just recontour it a little bit. So I'm going to add in 137 as like the, basically the height that I want to start the snow at. So, it's going to be a weird value to use, just the way that I have it set up so far. It's going to be a little bit strange. But it should be doable. Oh, no, I know a really easy way I can do it. Oh no, Jonas, my brains. My brains. Oh yeah, so when we're loading in event type 2, we need to recognize that there's going to be that extra data point, and we also need to keep track of that data point. So environments now need what? Environments need to have, oh, I'm in the wrong section. Environments need to have, or no, environments or layers? Environments? Layers? Oh. Yeah, hypothetically I could do this separate height for different layers. Nah. I'm just gonna do it at the same height for now. So it'll be a quality of the environment, not of the layer. So environment, I'm just gonna have, what would it be? Like, Jonas, my brain! I need my brain. I can't even begin to process those things because I know I need my brain. I know I'm not done with my brain yet. It's sometimes important. I'll probably be done soon, and then then it doesn't matter what happens to it. Alright, so layers type equals 0. We need, so like, I don't even know what this is, like SPC underscore height, I guess. I don't know. It'll just initialize to 0 for no particular reason. And then, yeah, so when we're loading in, so when event type equals data, or, wow, when environment type equals 2, with our data, we will know. Oh yeah, so for one thing, vertical speed of foreground is now 2 because we added a new data point, and of near foreground is 3 because we added in that new data point. And then the other thing we can do with that data point is just we can say self dot SPC height equals the data point index 1. Yes. Save that. Did I save this? Save that. And then I think I'm just gonna do this the cheaty way, because the cheaty way is easier than other ways. Oh, so actually, yeah, since I'm doing this the cheaty way, am I? Yeah, no, I don't care. I'm just gonna say it actually er yeah, no. All right, well, so I'm gonna call for now. I'm gonna call this not SPC height, but instead SPC offset, and then it's actually gonna be 150 minus that value, and then when we're blitting in those special slides, which happens, I guess it happens in a lot of places. Yeah. Which part? Where's the near foreground? Yeah. Oh yeah, it happens in a lot of places, but yeah. So where do we add this in? We just have to add it into the 170s, right? Oh, no, we have to add it into all of the height values. So all of these now have env dot SPC offset plus. Yeah. Pretty sure that's all we need to do, and then we're good to go. I think. My favorite game, I never figured it out. I could dig up that list if you wanted to see it. But yeah, I don't think I ever figured out exactly what's my favorite game. I had a lot of I had a lot of contenders to the throne. So I'm just gonna assume all these places that it says 170, 320 are the places that I'm supposed to be adding this, because that'll go quicker if I just do that. And hopefully that works. And then I mean, all of this is for the transition stuff, so I'll just have to. I'm not gonna test it all right now. I'm just gonna fix it up and then I'll have to keep it in mind when I start working on the transition stuff, because if it breaks in the transitions, then that's no good. So, oh wait. Oh yeah. I know one thing that I'm doing wrong already. Well, whatever. I'll finish this first. Oops. Okay, good. Right. So, for when it's environment, then we'll want to use environment. But for when it's next environment, we'll want to use next environment dot SPC offset. So right. So like here, for example. What are the other places that it's next environment? So here, for example, is next environment. What other places? Here, for example, it's next environment. Well, I mean, I guess it initializes to 0, so when I miss it, it's at least not going to like ruin everything. But yeah, that's kind of an important distinction. So next environment, here, where else? Here, And then one more, two more, one more. Yeah. Here and here. Alright, save that. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, whoops, yeah. I forgot. I left the script down for a million years. But I think if I run it now, the snow should start at the correct height, maybe? Or else something crazy will happen, and who knows. Hey, look at that. The snow's not coming in from nowhere anymore. It's actually like showing up at from underneath the cloud level, which I guess is a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. um. So, huh? The fact that the snow is falling is pretty subtle, but I guess that's okay. I don't need it to be like super in your face. I mean, it is also falling really slow, so I could always just bump up the speed of the snowfall, because right now it's only falling 2 pixels per frame and 1 pixel per frame. So I could bump that up to like 3 pixels and 2 pixels or something like that. Save that. So I'm not going to rerun the script now, but we can try different different speeds of snowfall. And yeah. Oh, I didn't re-export the middle layer, but I can, because the middle layer is actually like super done now. So I'll do that again. I'm not going to like restart the script immediately, but for the next time I restart the script, then I'll have that ready. Actually, yeah, I don't really need that right now. So right, so I was gonna, so the near ground, I can smoosh all these together now. There we go. And then I can select all, copy. Where is the near ground layer? Here we are. What? Oh, whoops, I missed the one layer that I was actually trying to update. Whoops. Wait, what? Oh, no. Wait, what? Why is this file open twice? That's not right. Wait, what? Undo, 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 undo. Why is this file open twice? This one's old. Don't save that one. That one's old and bad. I don't know what that was about. Freaks me out though. Alright, so yeah. So wait, I did do that. I had done that correctly. So smoosh these down. Select all, copy, paste. There we go. Alright, save that. And then yeah, I guess I have to make a call now about the layer behind it. So like, do I like it better with or without that effect? I think I like it better with that effect, because without the effect it just looks really flat. It looks like there's not much going on. I also I think I overdid it with the greenness of the near ground trees. Like, I think it's glad you like that, Jonas. Oh, actually, okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the back row of trees, which will just it'll take a moment, but it won't be that bad overall. And I want to touch up the cloud layer too. So, all right, but yeah, before I do that, I'm gonna just so I'm gonna switch over to Facecam for just a second. Hey, how's it going? Sorry. And I'm doing that because I have a list of like all my favorite games. I'm just gonna find it real quick. The list is kind of old. I think I put it together a couple years ago, but whatever. Let me see if I can find it. It's in my archive somewhere, and it should be identifiable for the fact that it has like all my favorite games in it. Oh. Huh. That might not. I might not actually have like the full list. Shoot. Well, I guess I can share this list that I have. There's the I think I have a more complete list somewhere. But for starters, hold on. Yeah, I don't think this is. Yeah, I don't think this list is very up to date. But at one point, hold on. Let me see what happens if I try and paste this into chat. There you go. That was like one draft of my attempt at putting together that list. I think that was an early draft though. I don't think that was very full. Here, I'll leave it on screen for a second, so if anyone's watching this in the archives, they can actually have a chance of reading it. But you won't be able to read the whole thing, because just pause the screen while this is on screen, because then I'm going to scroll down, and then you can read the rest of it. And again, you probably won't have time to read literally all of it. Oh, pardon the pound signs in this list are, I was actually calling out some of my favorites. So, like, yeah, if it has a hashtag right before it, that means it's actually one of my, like, top whatever. Oh, really? Oh, that's weird. Well, it's in the archives now, so. um, yeah, I wonder why that happened. Oh, maybe it like cuts it off on other. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's weird. Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but sorry. I'll find the real list sometimes, and that'll be more interesting, anyways. All right, I'm switching back to screen cam. So yeah. Snowy snow, snow, snow. Snowy snow, snow, snow. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go through through this layer, and I'm gonna add in a little bit of this stuff, but like it's really not noticeable, so I'm not gonna spend time on it. It's good to see it. It's good to see it in oh yeah, undo all the smooshing. It's good to see it in context, because then you know exactly like how much liberty you actually have. Like for example, because I did all that stuff, I know that I have a lot of liberty. I can go pretty fast and pretty loose with how I do this. So middle ground. I don't actually have to get rid of as much of that stuff, but whatever. So the middle ground, tree, snow. Yes. Oh yeah, and I can apply some shading too, but again, it'll be really quick. It won't be it won't take a million years to do that. But I'm holding my stylus upside down, which is why I was not getting a cursor. I was like, what is happening here? Alright, so, I was using brush width 6, I think. No, I think I was using a smaller brush width, but this is actually a fine brush width. I don't need it to be super, whatever. Oops. This is probably like, yeah, I don't need it to be super detailed or anything like that. This will be just adequate. So doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-a-doop. Oops. Alright, I have to scroll in a little bit. Portal? You don't see it? Huh. Yeah, like I said, this was an early copy of the list, so yeah, this is a very early copy of the list. I'm pretty sure, because there are a lot of things that on that list that I'm pretty sure I took off because I had to make room for other things. So, yeah, yeah, like I did, like oh wait, yeah, no, I know how I can find the real list, but I'm not gonna do it on stream. So remind me about that sometime, and I'll see if I can get you the real thing. I just need to, because I remember, like I was saying before, the reason I put together that list as 64 is so that I could put it into like a tournament bracket, and then I used the tournament bracket, or I was trying to use the tournament bracket to figure out exactly like what is my actual favorite game, but yeah, I never actually like figured out definitively what is my favorite game or anything, but I think I still have those brackets that I put together somewhere. I just need to find those. I was using like a there's like a site that you can go to that lets you put together like brackets and stuff for like tournaments and whatever. And I I I think is that too sloppy? That might be too sloppy. I should probably export this and see if that's too sloppy. Hey, it's event time. It's event time. It's not bedtime. It might be bedtime, but that's unrelated to the fact that it's now event time. Uh, yeah, well, actually, now that I zoom out, it doesn't look as sloppy. I don't think it's probably fine. I'm probably going to keep going with this. Uh, maybe after this event, I'll see how it looks. But I'm assuming this is fine, actually. Oops. Hey, Beer, how's it going? Uh, trees. We're making trees. They probably don't look like trees from this angle, but or like zoomed in like this and out of context. But actually, no. I guess it is still showing at the bottom of the screen, so maybe you can figure out from the bottom of the screen how these trees will fit into the greater context ultimately. Because we are dabbing snow all over these suckers. Oh, yeah, does it matter that I'm not going to the ground? No, that's fine. Wow, I just like covered that one completely. That's fine. Maybe I should be using a smaller brush. No, it'll just take longer if I use a smaller brush. Broad strokes. Broad strokes. Yeah. It's harder because it's a little weird when the trees are all clumped together because then I have to figure out like which ones in front of or wow, that came out really bad. Which ones are like in front of or behind the other ones, and wow, no, this still came out really bad. What is wrong with this picture? Not that didn't help. I don't know. That one did not come out the best. That was not my best work. So I'll just cover it up with this other stuff. Wow, I'm just getting like really. I don't know what. I don't know why the quality of these lines have so sharply declined. I think I'm just getting like hasty a little bit maybe. Alright, yeah, it was good to see you, Vicious Kangaroo. Have a good I forget what time of day it is where you are, but have a good that. Have it super good. Super great. Yeah, good job. You saved it. You guys are heroes. All of you, every last one of you, especially you. You know who I'm talking to. So, thank you, Kamega. Alright, hold on, I need to... Oh, I smooshed these layers together and I forgot to unsmoosh them. There are worse things in the world. Oh, although it'll make it difficult to change the... Yeah, maybe I won't change the... change the hue. I was gonna say it'll make it hard to change the hue, but maybe I just won't. Maybe that'll be the solution to that. Alright. So, fun fact: if anyone was holding out hope on another background, I think at this point I can pretty definitively say I shouldn't be making. At this point I can say that I know I shouldn't be making another background, but like at this point I can probably also say it's like fairly certain that I won't, because like I still need to do the transitions in and the transitions out for the snow. So like, yeah, no, this task is clearly running. Like, it would have been nice if I could have just like banged it out, but I mean, I should also know by now that I can't do that. I'm just not that good an artist yet. I take time. I take a lot of time, which usually means you come out with something great. But yeah, it's all relative to your skill level. So uh, whatever. I feel like this is. I regardless of how the outcome is exactly, I can at least say I feel like I'm making the correct decisions for the project. How's that? I can at least be I can at least be fairly certain that I'm making the right call. Whether I'm able to, like, however I'm able to execute on that art that I decide to make, I think I'm at least choosing the right art to make. So that's like, I got that going for me at any rate. Wow, why is this tree so weirdly shaped? I'm gonna sculpt it a little bit because I don't know why it's so weirdly shaped. Anyways, oops. Wait, am I? Nope, wrong tool. Okay, back on track. Here we go. Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot of center cuts, which is I think why they were getting a little bit samey. Which is funny because I used to do too many side cuts and I would forget to do center cuts. But I've clearly gotten better at half of those things. Alright, so fewer center cuts, or like a mixture of center cuts. Some center cuts, some side cuts. By center cuts and side cuts, I mean like whether I'm going from the center to like across the middle, or if I'm going from the side into the center. And I think the trick, like the best outcomes are when I remember to use like a good mixture of both, or when I can like really nail like a a few different cuts, and they all, I know it's really great when like literally all the lines you put together all are good lines. Like I'm not always thrilled with all of them, but it's a nice feeling when like when your motor control is like working. You know how like I don't know if other people who work on art, I don't know if you get the same feeling, but like, do you ever feel like it's just your stupid hands? Like you can picture it so clearly in your mind, but like your hands just like don't execute it right. That might be that might not be like entirely founded in like reality or anything, but like I very clearly get that feeling sometimes. It's like, I don't know. I think it has to do with like how like it's really easy to tell if something's right or wrong, and so like the fact that you can like put down a line and it feels like immediately wrong, it like, I don't know, I think that's probably what gives me the impression that like I knew better, and it wasn't like a failure of like concept, it was a failure of execution. But yeah, I don't know. I think I've also drawn enough to know that that is probably like not actually. I I wow. Whoever came up with that term, man, what a life they must lead. I Some people go their entire life and they never do anything as important as like coming up with a word such as that one. Some people never accomplish anything of that level in their entire life, which is amazing. Because some people do. Some people come up with that exact word, and then they live their life as the person who came up with that word. I'm trying to politely dance around the fact that, oh my gosh, that word. It's like, I don't know. I assume like the internet is really thrilled about it right now, and then at some point it's gonna be less thrilled about it, and I don't know. Actually, you know what? What was my what was my disappointment was when I realized that it wasn't spelled like that. So like that was because I heard it said before I ever saw it typed out, so I had no clue what people were saying, and I was really hoping that that was that was the etymology of that particular phrase. Thank you, Komega. I know you do, and that's what matters, right? Other people, I don't know. You never know what's going through someone's head, right? You never know what other people are thinking, really. But you guys, you get it. You know what's up. And that's the important part, right? That's what gets me through the day. I just well, sorry, that statement started out as like mostly facetious, partially a joke, but no, I mean, I guess I will take a moment to reiterate that I actually do really appreciate that you guys, like a lot of times you have like really positive feedback or like just really insightful questions that like, I don't know, it's it's nice to know that, there are people that, have like, taken a moment to like understand it and like, really think about it. And, no, that is really cool. So I didn't mean to make a joke about that because that's literally true. Super true. Uh, super troopers. Uh, that's happened like twice, Jonas. On the first day of the last Signal Jam, uh, a I got retweeted by someone with like a lot of followers, and so that was cool. And then when else did? Oh, one time Siege Games hosted my channel, which I think was the other. I think that was the time that was like the time that was the record number of concurrent viewers. I think it was like 68 or something like that. I think that was the most that I've ever had. In general, though, my numbers are trending upwards. Like the average viewership. Like I don't get like, I mean, it's only ever been a fluke that I get like, that many viewers. But like, in general, over time, like if you look at how many viewers I get on a daily basis, just for like the standard traffic, not any like special events, just for like, what I do on a day-to-day basis. It is actually going up, so that's good. It's reassuring to me that I'm at least doing something right. Uh, and yeah, I don't know. I haven't been putting any effort into really promoting the channel, so for zero effort, that's that's at least nice. That I'm getting some results. Just imagine if I put any effort into it, which is funny, and I think about that a lot. But I don't know. Like, I think to myself, like, I should spend more time promoting my channel. But then, like, the whole point of the channel is to spend time promoting my games, kind of. I mean, it's also, there's the educational purpose. But, like, I mean, the whole, like, when I'm worried about, like, whether I'm gonna, like, die starving on the streets, like, I remind myself, like, well, no, what I'm doing, like, the point of the channel is not, like, the channel is not, like, necessarily the point in of itself. Like, that's not what's gonna keep me alive. Although, as soon as I say that, I just remembered the fact that I've actually been thinking about like alternative like monetization, and by that I mean like yeah. I mean, sorry. I talk about it fairly a lot actually, so I'll try not to spend an undue amount of time talking about it, but like how I plan to not die homeless and starving in the streets. Uh, one thing I was thinking is like, well, so for one thing, like people really like the interactive bits, and so I really like. I was thinking of like how could I do that though, like because if I'm never working on my own projects, then how am I gonna not die? And like so I was trying to think of ways to like actually accomplish that, and the only thing I could think of was if I could get like a Patreon or like I mean like there are people who just stream, right? There are people whose occupation is like streamer. I don't know if there are people whose occupation are game dev streamer. I think most like people who are full-time streamers are like you know, they're playing games. At least the ones that I've seen that are like hugely successful are like the ones who like play games, in fact, and get like massive followings. But yeah, so but yeah, because they're like when they accomplish that, they are able to like fully support themselves as such. Um, oh yeah, so Twitch partnership, right? I mean it'd be cool to get that at some point. But then the other thing, like the reason I'm not like hype about like getting that, but I'm not like, you know, it's not concerning me that I don't have it, and it doesn't really even concern me that I might ever get it. Like I don't know. I mean, I do hope to get it, I guess, at some point because that'd be nice. But you know, I'm not banking on it because like even the dev streamers who are partners, like it still feels very ancillary to me. Like it doesn't feel like it's the point. It still feels like it like even yeah, even like if I had partnership, like I wouldn't consider myself like a full-time streamer because like yeah, I don't know. I've been rambling a little bit at this point, but I guess what I'm just trying to convey is like the distinction between like yeah, I mean yeah. All right, so if you ask me, I would say I'm not a streamer. I'm a game dev who streams. But at the same time, I do try and figure out sometimes like how could I be just a streamer or not just a streamer, but like how could I make streaming the main point such that instead of having to like have these restrictions on what projects I make and what projects I work on and what type of stuff I do on stream, what if I literally could just go crazy with it? And so yeah, I guess so the point that I probably didn't make is, or I made in a roundabout sort of way, is that I don't know if that's really there yet. I don't know if the world is really ready for that. In a way, like people have shown that they're very willing to monetarily support game streamers, but I don't know if yeah, I think like I think right now at least for a dev to try and like, you know, support themselves entirely through streaming, and not like, you know, so that they never actually like release a monetized product. Um, I don't know if that's I don't know. I at this point I think I'm probably not going to be the first one to do that. But if someone else figures it out and like cracks the code and like, hey, it's event time. That's not bedtime. It's event time. I said event time. uh, yeah, if someone else cracks the code, I don't know. I would like that. I would like that because I don't enjoy telling people that I can't take their suggestions, and I don't enjoy. Uh, well, no, basically just that. I don't enjoy telling people that I can't accept their suggestions. I wish I could. It'd be really cool. That'd be a really fun way to operate. And then like all the games could be collaborative, and we could all get our name in the credits, and it would literally be like a way for people to like break into game dev like proper. Uh, but yeah, so basically what I do at this point is I just send pay safeguards. What are those? So I guess no. And when you say at my place, do you mean like at my desk right now? Oh, are those like the are those like fake credit cards? Are those like the credit card gift certificate things? Or no, I don't know what those are. Um, yeah, like like okay, so like in terms of I don't know if yeah, because I don't know what those are. I don't know if this is what you're getting at, but I will mention just in case. I know how to like go about setting up like donation stuff and like you know how to basically like how to set up the infrastructure there. But yeah, so what I was trying to get at before is that like even with the infrastructure, I don't think it's like I don't think it's gonna be like I don't think it's gonna be like a livable wage, right? It's like it's more like a tip jar, and not like for one of those professions like waitress where you can actually live off your tips, but like probably for like a different profession like librarian where you don't actually get tips very often. I don't know if librarians get tips. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I was right. Yeah. It's like those gift card, credit card things. They like act like credit cards, but you don't have to like. Yeah. Right. Okay. um. Yeah, I have like a real credit card though, so I just use that instead. Or I just have a credit card, so I just use that instead. Uh.